What's going on, everybody? Going to do a video today. I told you that the upcoming projects we was gonna run the 291C against the 562, and we're gonna do that. And I got to thinking, I also want to run it against my 61 and the two Echo 590s. I like those 590s, which would be the 590 Timberwolf. That's the farm and ranch version of the Echo 620P or 600P, whatever it is, something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh them all with the full of gas and oil with the bars on them, and like real world use, because I mean typically when you go cutting, you're not just cutting with the power head. I know some people just like power head weights, and it varies on which bar you got, which I'm going to leave the bars on them that I used to cut with them, and we'll see what they weigh up. And then later today I may go do some cuts. I've got to go get some wood picked up from those trees that I've cut from the load of logs I got. My logs brought pretty good. I was pretty tickled with what they brought. The big red oak log, it graded out at like a number 4 or number 5 grade, so it brought just about bottom of the barrel as far as money. It's just pallet lumber, which it was a crap ton of it, but I think it only brought like 30 cents a foot. And you know, it just is what it is. I was hoping it'd bring at least number 2 or 3 grade, you know, to get that. It'd been nice if it brought number 1 veneered out, but it was a rough log. The poplar, it brought pretty good. The poplar logs, which they was 2 or 3 out of the 4 was pretty straight, no knots. They all brought number 1, number 2, and number 3 grade, even the knotty one. And they actually brought more money than the red oak did. So I had 4 logs of each, 4 poplar and 4 red oak. So anyhow, but like I say, I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna edit this out, and we'll see where we're at. Pounds. All right, up first the 562 with 2 foot ultralight laser bar. It's hard to see my scales even when I get you close, so stop swinging. It says about at 1902. And it's bouncing back to 04. So between 1902 and 1904, it's really at 1900. Well, it's bouncing back. So anyway, all right, now we'll do the 291C STIHL, which is going to be a little lighter, I think. My thing here, let's see, it's 18 pounds. 291 is 18.44 pounds. Inch bar. The STIHL has a 20-inch 325 bar. There's a 590 with the regular modded muffler, with a 20-inch Echo bar. It's 18.42. Now we'll do one with an iron horse muffler. And they're all full of gas and oil. $18.24. $18.28. It's bouncing. It's probably my fault, but swing it. Settling out at 18.24 is what I'm going to call it. 18.24. All right, guys, I'm back. We're going to turn the scale on and get the bars off. They're still full of gas and oil, and I'm anxious to see what the weight is. Some of pros and cons. I know these 291s are pretty expensive. I looked up what they cost, you know, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure somebody will, they're around the $450 to $500 range, I think, maybe a little more, around here. And these Echo 590s you can get for $399 with the 20-inch bar, Echo bar, and the chain and all that kind of deal. And or you can get it with a 2-foot bar, and it costs you, I think they're $419. So $399 or $419, whichever one you want to get. Which, in all reality, I mean, unless you like a light bar or actual pro bar, it's cheaper to get with the 2-foot bar if you want a larger bar, because if you go to buy the bar outright, I think it's like 60 or 80 bucks for the Echo bar at the store. Now, I don't know, you can shop around probably and get them cheaper, and of course you can get aftermarket bars cheaper. But anyhow, I just want to tell y'all that. And the 562 XP, which is a pro saw. The Echo 590s are a farm and ranch like model of the 620p Echo, but really the only difference I can tell in them from looking at them is this has got like a plastic fiberglass handle, where the 620's got a metal style handle. And there may be some other differences. I'm not real familiar with Echo as far as that goes, between their pro and farm and ranch saws. The 291, I think it's a Farm Boss or whatever, so it's a farm and ranch saw. This one is the Easy Start. It's the C model. And it's got the, it don't have bar nuts. It's got the little cap that you spin and the reel to tighten the chain up and stuff. It's more user friendly if you don't mess with saws a lot. So anyhow, the 562 is, I got it for $700 at my dealer that I deal with a lot. I think typically they're 700 bucks out the door. I think typically they're a little more expensive if you go to buy them online, or I don't know, if you have a dealership that you deal with a lot, they cut you a deal. But that's the price ranges you're looking at. So the 562 is double the Echo 590 nearly. And then the 291, I'm wanting to say it's around 450 to 500 bucks. And it may be a little more, maybe a little less. But anyhow, that's where we're at. I'm gonna turn this on and weigh them up. We'll see what they weigh out as. I want to do the 291 first. 291 without the bar, full of gas and oil. Keep this from rocking real quick. Get it still. Weighs in at 15.26. And I know I weighed the 562 before, but I can't remember what it was, and I didn't want to go through the video. Plus, I'll just show it on this one that way in case somebody hasn't looked this up, hasn't seen my other video. This is the Echo with a regular muffler mod. Call it 15.28. It's bounced back and forth between 15.30 and 15.28. And let's do the Iron Horse style muffler. $15.16 is where that's at. now 562. 562. XP. Which it's got double dogs on it, where these just got single. You know, that's going to add a little bit of weight. It's got a metal handle because it's the professional model, or aluminum alloy, whatever it is. What do you have it is? I don't know. It weighs in at 1548. We got 4 saws here, and they're all very, very similar. And honestly, if you look at the STIHL, it looks small, a little smaller than the 2 Echoes. The Echoes look a little broad and look bigger. And the 562 don't really look that big. It's taller and skinnier. So it's really hard to guess weights. Like if I had to guess, I would guess that 291C weighed less than any of them. One thing that I think probably makes it weigh a little more than what one without a, if you had just a regular start, it probably would be a little lighter, because this cover here with this easy start or whatever, it weighs a lot. Or, you know, it's got the gears and the springs in there to make it spin after you let go, because you just do that and it tries to start. You know what I mean? So, you don't yank yet. So it's the easy start. The cover makes it a little heavier, I do believe. But anyway, and I know this was mainly supposed to be between the 562 and the 291, but I'm throwing these Echoes in here because I like Echo stuff. I think they're really, really good product for a cheaper price, especially on the Timberwolves. I don't know about other models. Some people say they're heavy, like the 7310 is heavy for the power, which you can make anything, if you do enough work to it, make anything the weight worth the power, make the weight worth it by increasing the power, is what I'm saying. So the 291 was 1526. The regular modded muffler on the Echo was 1528. The Iron Horse muffler Echo was 1516, and the 562 was 15.5 pounds. And what you get with these Echoes is you get a heck of a lot cheaper than the 562 XP or the 291, and you get more power than the 291C, because the Echoes are 59 point something cc's, nearly 60 cc's, 59.8 I think, and those are 55.5 cc's. And then the Husqvarna is higher than all of them, and you get 59 something cc's or 60 cc's, whatever it is. I ain't for sure the cc on them. And a rip roaring saw auto tune, but it's also double the money of just about all 3 of the other saws. So really the STIHL, you're underpowered and a little more money than the Echoes, and it's the same weight and everything, which we'll see which one cuts better. If I had to pick, I would not pick the 291C STIHL. I would pick the Echoes or the Husqvarna. If I was going into firewood, if I cut a crap ton of firewood, like that's all I heated with, and I cut a lot of trees and did a lot of stuff, like pretty well use your saw all year long, I'd buy the 562. If I just was farming and ranching, only burn a few cords of wood a year, use them only in firewood season, I'd buy the Echo. And crap, for the money, even if you use it all the time, you probably could buy the Echo and you get two for the price of the 562. So anyhow, it's pretty much a personal preference. I'm just doing this video to let y'all know that pretty much that STIHL is underpowered compared to these three other saws, and about the same weight, and it's pretty expensive around here. Now, I've heard some people say in other parts of the US that STIHL are cheaper than Husqvarna, but that ain't the case here, not for me anyway. Also, don't forget, if you need parts, saw parts, lawnmower parts, weed eater parts, any kind of small engine stuff, go check out HYPA and go to the official store. I've got the link and the website and all that, and some of my other videos, I'll leave it in this one. If you're needing something, go there, check them out. If they got what you need, you can type in my promo code, LOG10, it's capital LAWG10, no spaces, and it gives you 10% off at checkout. So if you need something, go hit them up. It's a pretty good product. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll go cut with these and we'll see how they perform. That 291C may outcut every one of them. I don't know.